It's time for this week's Here's How. And this week, here's how to improve your sex life. Introduce somebody new. They don't need to know they're involved. It could be, a stranger on a bus whilst you're touching yourself. It could be your neighbours across the street while you've got your curtains open and you and your partner are going at it on the bed. They don't always have to know, guys. If it's really starting to fall apart, you could introduce a bit of food to the bedroom. You're tired of masturbating, so get yourself a watermelon, bore a hole in it, and slip your dick in there. Look at your missus or your fella across the room and be like, this could be you, this. And then, finish inside of the watermelon, look at them dead in the eye and go, that's why this is better than you. I'm going to stick with the watermelon. Obviously, other melons are available. You could have cantaloupe, you could have honeydew, although I think honeydew might leave a weird sort of feeling on the end of your dick afterwards. Do a bit of weight training with your genitals, a bit of almost Kegel exercises, if you're a woman, but you could also, get some crocodile clips, obviously pop a bit of rubber on the end of them, and attach that to your flaps, and then just sort of tense and pull it around a little. I don't know how they work. You could get you could get a bit of maybe not fishing line, but like a shoelace with a little bit of a weight on it and sort of swing your dick back and forth with that attached to it. Make it a bit longer, make it a bit better for everyone. Although I don't imagine you're just going to get length out of nowhere. I imagine some of that length's going to come from the width that you're going to lose of your penis. You can't make something out of nothing, can you? One good idea is to try and be a little bit naughty. So get your partner's phone just before, you're about to go at it. Maybe you have, an allotted time period every Tuesday evening at 5 o'clock because kids have gone to jiu-jitsu or whatever, football or something, I don't know, I don't have kids. But what you could do is get your partner's phone, take it into the bedroom, accidentally, big, air quotes, accidentally, dial their parents, ring the parents and leave the phone on the side with the volume right down and then go at it. You'll be amazed how good that's going to feel. The power you will feel just from having this participation from a couple of people that you kind of know and definitely shouldn't be involved. And the best part about it is your partner's not going to know about it. And I don't think the parents of your partner are going to ring them up and go, yeah, do you know that you two were bonking while you was on the phone to us? And I listened to all of it. Is the worst 2.5 minutes of my life. No one's dad's going to ring up and say that. No one's. Simply pay for it. Makes you feel better. It's transactional. Now you've not got to worry that you're not getting them off. You just, when you're finished, slip them a £5. If you thought it was worth more, give them 15 quid. Treat them. Fill the room with mirrors, but not for like a sexy distraction, just for more of a comical distraction. I reckon if you could angle the mirrors perfectly in the room, you could angle them all so that when you look down one mirror, it sort of bounces round the room like a hall of mirrors and you can no longer see your partner. And if you keep staring just at that particular point of the mirror, you can just see your own arsehole puckering as you're sort of thrusting towards and away from your significant other. Now that's going to put a smile on your face, and there's nothing better for the receiving end of a John Thomas to see a smile on the giver's face. They're going to love that. They're going to feel involved. They're going to feel loved. They don't need to know that if you look at this very, very particular part of your mirror setup, you're just looking at your puckering bumhole rather than looking at them in the eye. That you are, in fact, looking just at yourself. Very, very self-reflective, actually, you could say. And you're looking deep into yourself. Eye to eye. Your eye to your brown eye. Some people like to add a little bit of pain to sex in the bedroom, so, physical pain can be done by anybody, but psychological pain, though, that's a whole different ball game. So just as you're starting to, get going and that, just whisper into her ear going, you're just like your mother. Something like that. That'll get the tempers flaring, and then you can say something like, is it even in? I can hardly tell. Hurt her. Just really, you don't have to worry about it because it's just a little sexy game you're playing in it. You don't have to really worry. It's just psychological pain. It's just the same as BDSM, but instead of whatever that stands for, it's instead of like body. You could make it stand for body dysmorphia, sadomasochism. or however it is you pronounce that last word. There's far too many vowels in it for me, but and just be like, oh, I wish you were thinner. Oh, just proper, go for it. Sneezing powder. Joke shops are, probably going out of business given the current climate of the world. So do your bit for your local economy and go and buy yourself a couple bags of sneezing powder. And then just as you think that you're about to, reach your finish, maybe it's going to be a photo finish. Maybe you're both going to, get there together, arrive together. You could just flick a bit of sneezing powder in the face. All of them contractions, mate, are going to feel fucking awesome. Although you might get like a face full of like gob kind of thing. So maybe, keeping it in topic of the times, wear a mask. Speaking of wearing masks, you could spice it up a bit by getting like cardboard cutouts around the room. So it's like you've got an audience. You could have Jeremy Clarkson, Brian May, I don't know who else. A Power Ranger. Maybe you could have yourself a little Power Ranger. Casper, just watching your cardboard cutout of Casper while you're there with your Jurgen Klopp face mask that you've bought, your little cardboard one that you've bought, you're wearing that. Or, go full fucking head mask and be like, Mr. Burns. Maybe it might be an idea to do it like a bit like Knock a Door Run. Sort of, can I get away with this? Can I tempt fate enough? So go and get yourself a little job selling windows and doors, or evangelising for a religion. People kind of expect it from religious people. So when you're evangelising, you and your missus are there, fondle each other at the door after you've knocked on, and see if you can have a quick fondle before they get there. And then if they do get there, and then you get caught, just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it was all a ruse. I just wanted to make sure you were in. And I thought, if you were in, you'd definitely answer the door if this was going on, because what's the chances of getting caught doing this?" And then the person at the door's like, "You know what? You're fucking brilliant, you are, lad. Brilliant. I will buy 5 windows and a door for me outhouse. I will. And I'll buy a flat roof as well, mate, while I'm there." And that's the end of this week's Here's How.